Everything's recording. Perfect. We're up. Let's go. We are up. Okay. I gotta schedule a fresh haircut like John tomorrow. He's always fresh. Boom. All right, we're good. Perfect. We got everything up. Right. Up everything.
The little hair I have. Let me shut this.
We're good. Live. Recording. He's recording. Perfect. It's gonna be on YouTube later. All right. Anyone got any questions for this week? We got what is up, Ace, Andy, Chris. We got is it Chris or Crit? Oh Christ, Guzman.
It's Chris. You said it right the first time.
Chris? No, I because Chamber Chris is also Chamber Chris is one of my big buyers from whatnot. But he's
Oh, okay.
yeah. You guys got any questions? Let's start off with who went live this week? Anyone went live this week?
Yeah, went live on Saturday, Sunday, and today,
How was that?
early morning, but it was all right. I mean, the buyers were a little bit tough. I don't know what was going on this Monday, at least for my category, but buyers were a little bit tough. We went through our selection. We started off at $5, $5 starts, and then we were testing with three. We sold a little bit more volume at three, and then towards the end, we always get people hyped up with dollars. Dollar starts. After those dollar starts, we bring in more viewers, and then we bump it back up to $5, and then we average on five. But yeah, it was very rough this morning. So I was like, crap. I kind of felt like shit. I was like, I was kind of losing the momentum. I'm like, all right, guys. You just kind of have to keep going and drive through it. But that's usually what we do to like fluctuate because we started off around 50 viewers. We dropped down all the way down to like nine, which was wild. I was like, we're doing something hella wrong.
What time was
So
that at?
10. So I'm in LA, West Coast, so 10 a.m. And then we peaked at around like 50. Like straight off the bat, we usually start off with around 23. It ramps up to like 50 viewers. And then like probably an hour in, we were like around nine. So I'm like, you know what, we're probably doing something wrong. We're probably running them too expensive or they just want the rush.
So that was what
Then we
a.m.
dropped
to
down
Under
to
what
nine viewers.
category?
Yeah, so it went from 10 a.m. to around 11. We dropped down, and then like, you know what, we're gonna lower down our prices and our starting bids, and then that's how when we started wrapping up. And then around 12, it was like a 2 hour 30 stream, and that's when we
The
finished.
one. What category? What category are you in?
We're doing toys. We're doing toys and games. So we're
Man,
selling.
the one. For what it's worth, in my opinion, bro, especially right now, because people are starting to ramp up and starting early to purchase some Christmas gifts. Like usually, people always try to get a jump on stuff, and
Right.
especially in the toy category. I mean, you may seem inundated or saturated inside of that category, but the point being is that usually there's a lot of inherent value in toys, or intrinsic value, and it's like, have you tried bundle? So instead of reducing the price of one item, let me ask you, just from a, let's just say from an objective point of view, if you're a customer and you go to purchase an item, what's going to be their chief objection other than price?
Probably getting like, I don't know. Usually it's based off price. That's what I would think of.
No, no, sir. It'd be so shipping. Shipping is would we call that number two. So you're going to have a market value for something. Like let's say you're running Nike Dunks, or let's
Hmm.
say you're running the baddest ass Lego set that's like $400 or $500. Okay,
Hmm.
so that you're talking about some inherent average sale price. But outside of that, and from my experience, it tends to lend towards shipping obstacles or barriers that new customers, because you got to realize customers are floating in and out of this dang app like
Hmm.
by the second.
Right.
When they pass by your channel, they may see something that entices them, but then they start doing some, mental math, and they start saying, "Oh man, yeah, that like what? Well, let's say what's your average sale price for an item?"
The average could be as low as 5 and then up to 10, but we were doing dollar starts and they added it like around $4 to $7.
Right. Okay. So with like, let's just say anything underneath $10. The moment any customer wants to even consider purchasing your item, that's not a $10 item. That's a $20 item. So then,
Right.
in order to overcome that obstacle, typically we suggest um, try to bundle things. So in other words, if you can fit more than one of those objects inside of a flat rate box, a large flat rate, try running two at the same exact price point that you entered in before. If you have not tried that, um, typically I try to suggest newer sellers kind of hold tight to your guns as far as a certain percentage. So whatever goal you have to meet your cogs and all your overhead, to make you profitable, hold fast to that. So instead of trying to liquidate or lower your prices, um, hold steadfast to the price point, but just add more. So add it in
Mm,
multiples, because then that will then become from an added $10 per unit added cost to the customer. Now it's only $4.50, and then
right.
so on. It's like if you can add four, even better. Now you're only talking about a couple dollars extra, ladies and gentlemen. So now this $5 item is rightfully only going to cost you, give or take, $6-7. It's a lot easier to digest $6 or $7 per unit than $20 per unit.
Correct. Yeah, we recently started doing the 921 max pay for the buyers. So I mean, the biggest barrier is that 921. Then after that, everything else is free shipping.
Wait, do you
But that's what we
usually
just started.
um, max 921 as in your
You're
your
subsidizing.
bundle at $9.21, or are you paying any shipping costs after 921?
I pay anything after 921, and we tested it with Saturday's show.
I wouldn't. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, we didn't even
I mean,
pay
that
anything
depends on
because
the product category, to be
because
fair.
let
Make
me
them pay shipping.
point
Make them
this
pay shipping.
out. Because what was crazy is that we had a bunch of new buyers and they only bought one item and they ended up paying for the majority. Yeah, I'd probably get cooked if we had like repeat buyers after like maybe 6, 7 items,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe 50 to like 60 buyers were new people, which was wild. So they paid around like 509 for on average, and I maybe coughed up $20 out of my own pocket. But I was still testing because I think it's kind of risky to run that as well because we usually bundle around like pretty bulky items. So that's why like I don't know what you guys do either for bulky items.
We don't.
Yeah, usually.
We don't bundle bulky items. We only do smalls. If they want a big item, we usually do it under a different, larger weight class, like 3 to 6 pounds. Um, and so it's bundled completely separate. The rule of thumb is if it's pretty heavy, and you can tell it's pretty heavy, that yeah, it's not going under smalls. It's going under a different weight category, which is 3 to 6 pounds. And most time, at least for electronics in my category, the weight corresponds with the size of the product. The heavier it is, the bigger it is too. Except if it's a battery.
In the one I was gonna say, so there are many sellers out there that will subsidize shipping costs to try to entice buyers to purchase more volume of merchandise. Um, Now, I think the caveat or exception to the rule, especially when you're talking about toys, like Jerry would be a good example. Like if he's sitting there selling a bunch of Lego figurines, miniatures that are 1 inch dang tall, and you can fit 1,000 in a box, then of course, subsidized shipping will ultimately end up just literally being like a sales pitch, and you should see no added cost because then you could just flat rate box everybody, right? But in the event where, like you said, if you get a few items where, or if so in my opinion, any seller's goal, excuse me, should be to create the most bundling as possible for any person that's coming into your show or live stream. If you take the approach of saying to yourself, for example, let's say you start your show with a banger, and let's say you have 5 of those bangers. You run them out, and let's say you got 5 individual buyers. Well, now you have 5 vested customers that now will show free shipping, right, across their little banner as they're watching your next auctioned items. That should give them some compelling argument to say, you know what, I'm gonna keep swiping because now it's legitimately $5, right? Um, if you can, it's interesting. Some people like when they see a whole bunch of new buyers. Um, some people don't. I like new buyers. I like a let's say a 50-50 mix just because that shows some exposure. But what I like more is when I print out my tags for, let's say, 250, 350 items, and we're only talking about 50 to 80 packages. So when you're having more than half of your customers bundling in tens, I think it really it will dramatically change margins usually, because then you can kind of feather in items that you may already know you have an inherent greater margin on. Like, let's say you threw the banger out and you only got $5 profit margin on that net, right? But then you go run, but let's say you spent $25 for that item, right? But you got 30, or let's say 35 to get the $5 actual net. But then you run some really small items. Like I said this a few times where we ran socks, Target socks from Bullseye Bin. They're $1 a pair, and we would close anywhere from $3 to $6 a pair on them. Only because people had already vested themselves into a bundle. This was during Q4 last year, and they're like, you know what? I need some socks because the socks said like off-duty moms club and some other like female-related slogan. But nonetheless, they were gobbling them up, and our margins were much greater on the socks. So we made more money on the socks than I did on the larger ASP items. But it's, like I said, it's a nice way if you focus on trying to bundle people versus focusing on one item and saying, oh, they're not going to buy that one item, so we're going to lower the price. Because then, what sucks is if a customer comes in, sees that price that's lowered, then they may become desensitized to that, or not. They'll take that for granted, and they'll almost expect that. Versus, especially in the toys, if, like I said, if it has intrinsic value, like if it's like, dude, Jerry was literally flinging freaking Funko Pops for hundreds of dollars because it had a car, one of the cars, I think it was like Tomato or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but-
like a little extra sticker to added value to it.
Yeah, right. And it's like, I don't know. I feel where, or I can sympathize with how you may feel, Chosen. I'm only trying to encourage you to stick to your guns when you can, especially just, the toys category is a very interesting little niche because people are always shopping for freaking toys, and it always has some sort of meaning. In other words, when you're buying a toy, you're not buying the toy. If you're buying a toy for yourself, you're a collector and you want to build that new Star Wars Death Star. Or if you're buying a little Munchkins toy, it's for your granddaughter and it's her birthday and it's a special occasion. In other words, so toys intrinsically have this, gravitational pull to value. So when you kind of hold steadfast to your prices, and if you are worried that it's not selling, try, like I said, just humor me and try running a couple or even 3. If you can fit 3 in a box, like I said, the more value you can provide to overcome that shipping barrier or obstacle that most people, when they start on the app, see or feel, until they get kind of desensitized to it and they kind of forget about it in their mind. It's those new buyers. Like, we have to constantly explain. It's in our show notes how we bundle, et cetera, et cetera. But like I said, if for what it's worth, I don't mean to overspeak, but hopefully that may help if you give that a try instead of
Bro.
lowering.
You've been spitting fire for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, bro. I mean, I appreciate everything you said, man. It's pretty legit. But yeah, hey, that actually opened the, let's say, my third eye on that aspect. But that's interesting. You just gave me like maybe 3-4 ideas on that grasshopper. But yeah, GG's. But yeah, I do know Jerry. We're both in the kind of the same category. But yeah, he's
How those Funkos
Jerry's the
come in?
guru. Jerry's the guru here as well. Yeah, he's a man here.
The best thing I did was ever put. It also made shipping more efficient. Is put a max bundle size of 5 items, at least for my electronics.
Hey,
Um,
Levi,
what's up?
How long does it take you to check all those orders that you're staring on screen right now?
What was that? I can't hear you that well. Sorry.
How long does it take you to pack all those orders you're showing on stream?
Me personally, 0 hours. It's like-
But like, you get my point. Like, your
okay,
shippers.
so is one shipping shift or one host is roughly like 8 hours for one show.
So like, one person is doing all those orders, like 250 orders, let's say.
Yeah, but it's not 250 orders. You know, like here we sold 500 items of electronics.
And how many like labels is that?
It shows
Like,
it right there.
shipments.
Uh,
I'm not. My point. My pocket. Whatever.
250. 250.
200. 200. And that. And only one
So
guy is
250,
doing those.
all of them are giveaways, so then I think at least
Yeah,
250.
but like just one guy is doing all those shipments,
Yeah, one lady.
and she takes 8 hours. You said.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, I see.
We've been
And so you
That's
guys.
slow, by the way. That's very slow, by the way. Don't use that as a marker.
So let's say like you.
Yeah.
Let's say you end the stream like at your time, Eastern time at 12. You'll be done like at night, or like you just, or how does it work? Like for you,
I
I'm
should
just asking, like
we
just
see the stream now at around like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. And then
yeah.
the
Uh-huh.
shipping is done right after and then it's finished in the morning.
Oh, they start like from 1 to, let's say it's whatever time, like 7, and then whatever they finish, they finish it in the morning.
They're working from 8 p.m. to 11 every day shipping.
8 p.m. to
I
11.
mean 8 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Oh, I see. I see this.
It's whatever is not done at night is just done in the morning. Um, so right now
Why do you have
our
them?
beauty is actually more efficient than electronics just because of space wise.
It's smaller, huh? Their items are smaller.
Smaller, easy to pick out. Electronic items are a little bigger and it's a lot harder to stay organized at least in the moment where we
Oh,
are.
I see. I see.
It will get a lot faster once we have more shelving and everything set up like in a warehouse.
Where do you get your shelving? I was gonna go buy some right now, but
Timu.
where?
Timu.
Timu?
Yeah.
Oh, it's free.
It was great.
Shelving
You buy
left.
Metro Racks on Temu?
Yeah, it's cheap and it comes with wheels too. Exactly what I'm looking for.
That shit, does it hold fucking weight?
Yeah, no, they're the exact same ones from Home Depot. It's just and they got here within 3 to 4 business days. It's just
Share the link,
What?
yeah.
I think we have a
Share
lot
the
of
You
link,
gotta
yeah.
drop that
a lot of
link.
Temu warehouses in New Jersey because my shipping time's not that bad from Temu.
You
Fucking
wanna share
sleeping
the
on some
link?
Temu.
You gotta send that team link, brother.
Yeah, it was $140
Yeah, but
for a 5 foot shelf, 88 inches high with 4
oh wait, $140.
That's
That ain't
pretty.
cheap, man. It's cheap. No, fuck that. Never
That's
mind.
it's a
pretty
5 foot
standard.
shelf with the wheels.
Yeah.
Just the wheels alone go for like 30-40 bucks in Home Depot. It's hard to get. In Home Depot, they're going for
Fuck,
like
bro.
$200+ for that type of stuff.
Hey, but Brian, I was gonna say, so or anybody that's trying to increase their ship or decrease their shipping times. So now, granted, we've spoke about this in the chat before. David is a good example. Now, granted, I don't think he's very forthcoming, or he doesn't like put it straight out there. But if you took the time to analyze David's back end when he shows it to the chat or when he shows it to us, many sellers or a few of the let's just call them the high volume sellers, they will set up a metro rack and they will actually invert or place large priority boxes on their side, and they will place
The ones he posts on
number
his TikTok,
placards
right?
on the side. And what they will do is, as a person purchases, they will literally create a box for them. So as they're buying, you put a person's name tag or what do you call it, the screen name
No,
on a
he does it by number. He does it
right. No, I'm saying one way to do it.
Yeah.
So a way to greatly increase your speed is to literally create a wall on a metro rack, double sided. So you put one stack, fill it. You'll probably put close to, I'd say, 60 to 80 boxes, or at least 50 on the metro rack on one face, and then if it's on wheels, you can spin it back around, double sided. And as a person purchases an item, once they purchase an item, you can tag a box. Okay, I'm just telling you one route, so just hear me out. You can tag the box, place the item that the person purchased in that box. hopefully you sorted your merchandise well enough to where everything fits within that box with the bundling amount that you provided. If it does, then what you do is, as a person reaches that 10, you flip the box. So it's literally already fucking boxed. All you have to do is seal it and put a sticker on it and send it out. So that is one way to greatly increase your time. The only other way that I've found is by using speed cell racks. We used 2 or 3 right now, but that's for a whole different echelon of fucking movement and for different purposes.
Is that what David does it by numbers, doesn't he? He picks out. He just has he just reuses it every day, the same numbers.
Yeah, exactly. And so does Renzi. Like Renzi does that shit too. A lot of sellers will literally just create I think Renzi uses like cloth, like those expanding cloth closet dividers. Any numbers each cell, 1 to whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said, you could do that, but a way to remove one of those touch points, because you're gonna have to pull that shit back out and put it in a box.
Yeah.
A way to remove that touch point and shrink your processing time. If you guys are into structure and processes, you can remove a step by literally creating a wall of boxes, double-sided, place the person's name on the box as they purchase, and then once they're done purchasing, you flip the box, and then the shipper just has to tape it and put the label on it. Usually you should verify that that's the correct name with the correct items. Usually you'll scan like 2 or 3 items to make sure that they match on the shipping label, and then tip it and tape it.
You would need another employee at the same time as running, while running.
No.
Or the host is doing.
No. Yes.
There's actually some people.
It is much easier. It's much easier and efficient if you have 2 people running a stream. 3 is super optimal. That's in really high volume, but it can definitely be done with 1 person. That's just really lean. I think
it's slower. No,
was that?
It'll just be slower because they gotta write everything down and put it away and all this. No.
Well, so if you stage the Metro rack just to the so normally you guys pull from your left, so stage the Metro rack to your right, perpendicular to the table where you stream on.
Mm-hmm.
That way, when they buy it, you put it in a cubby.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if anybody does that, I promise you.
I do that, but I don't have the racks. I put the boxes on the floor, like 1 to 10. 1 through 10 go in this box right here that are like it's labeled 1 through 10. And then this box is 10 through 20, and then so on and so on. But I have them on the floor. I need that Metro rack that you're talking about.
Yeah,
so
Metro racks.
I need to go buy that. Sort of like how Levi posts on his TikTok and Instagram. You seen how he has it set up. I'm trying to have it like that, but I don't know where to buy those Metro racks. I was about to go to Home Depot right now.
So I mean, what it looks like. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Levy or Levi.
But it's more of a packing method, like with Amazon now, so we can clear the shelves for the next morning. So we pick all the orders, close the priority mail boxes, and the shelves are back in their room, so we don't have to use 2 sets of shelving, especially with limited space. And so the shelves go back in the room once all the orders are picked out. It's a lot easier to find any discrepancies. For example, when an order is canceled, those are the leftover items in the boxes. And so at the end, when you you collect all the items from all the bins, you put in a box. You can sit down at the computer, and it doesn't mess up any of the workflow while you're picking out the orders. Because then you just sit down and see which ones were canceled, which ones failed payments, and you can see if there were any mess ups. But now we're putting out the numbers now for the beauty show. So 1 through 500 is a lot easier. It's all in order now, so they can't really. There's less human error, space for human error for them to be able to write the wrong number down.
You're welcome.
I mean, correct me
I
if
just
I'm
have
wrong.
this one error in case there's something I need.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Jesus, for our fruit. And
What was that?
you know I love you. I was good with a blizzard. So it sounded nice and cold.
I think he's talking about some Blizzard. I don't know, but Levy, let me ask you. So, are you basically taking priority boxes and then numbering them, like say 1 to 20 for your health and beauty, 1 to 20, and then
by tens? Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this is.
I found that was the best option because it's also smaller items.
Right. So you can do that. So typically the progression is usually a seller when they're new. they'll kind of fumble through how do you tag, how do you write stuff, and how do you sort stuff, right? And then now you're at an intermediate point where you're saying, okay, if I group this shit, it's easier to pull, right?
Yeah,
And what I'm saying is that, yes, right. And you are correct as far as being able to quickly identify the cancellations. But in the same regard, like I said, now imagine instead of having to use that shipping labor to then go back, you've already the streamer already placed the item into the box 1 through 10 or 1 through 20. Now your shipping person has to then go back into that box and find that number. The receipts aren't in numerical order, so they still have to fumble through the items to find the number that corresponds with the receipt.
We found is the receipts are printed in numerical order, and not exactly, but for example, when you print them out, the top pile of the is usually 500, and then it just keeps going down, down, down. So you're staying to one side of the shelving, when it's, for example,
Yeah, well, yeah,
left, the items
yes.
on your
So
left
that will be half of that.
200, and then the front is like 200, 400, and then the right side will be 400, 500.
Yeah, so that would be half of that point or process. But what I'm saying is, so right after they've already completed the show, now they're left with these totes, boxes, whatever you want to call them, with a numbered set of items in it that don't all belong to the same person. So there is some sort of sortation that has to happen after the fact, when they've already sold the item. So what I'm saying is, as a suggestion to anyone, try it out. When you separate the boxes and place a naming placard on a person's box, you're either going to get a lot of singles customers. That's when it sucks. And that's why we try to encourage people to bundle, because it sucks if you made only 1 or 2 racks, assuming that you're going to get a shit ton of bundling, but then you got a bunch of brand new customers and they all bought one damn item. Well, now you don't have the racks prepped, et cetera, et cetera. So that's where things can get kind of hairy. But again, as things become more fluid, if you start to notice a trend where people are really bundling stuff, try going that route, and then you should see a huge shift in how fast you can complete an auction and get it shipped out the same day.
That approach is what Carter was doing with his toys, but I think he switched over to numbered items with a lot more racks and just doing by order.
Yeah.
But I think maybe because the extra employee while the host is running during the show is extra labor in the beginning.
Well, okay, to be clear, you can do it without an employee. You just have to have. There's a lot of people that have automated systems that will print out the labels. They'll say, "Oh, put this in bin," because it knows. Okay, the max it can print for one buyer is five items. So it'll say, "Okay, now I need to move to a second bin." So it'll be like, "Okay, now go to bin 23," and it prints out the name, the number of the item, everything. So nothing gets unsorted, and you just toss it in the bin, and it's always printed. I mean, if you want that, I have a buddy. He'll get it done.
Yeah, that was my idea in the beginning, but I didn't know if that was.
It's 100% doable. 100%
I didn't know if
doable.
it was worth it in the beginning, at least.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. So a lot of the times, Levy, it has to do with, it's over time and tenure and gradual scale. As things start to metastasize into a fucking behemoth, and you're like, fuck, there's a shit ton of shipping. Like I said, just kind of keep in the back of your guys' mind, as you grow, you're gonna run into these shipping plateaus, and that is one of the end points of shipping volume. I haven't been able to find anything much faster other than straight fill a box. But yeah, like I said, just for what it's worth, if you find yourself spending a lot of time on labor or yourself packing packages, definitely take a look at other ways to possibly shrink that, because that ultimately plays into your margin, your COGS, right? In other words, if you have to double the amount of time it took you to sell it, and then add that same amount of time to fucking pack and ship it, then you just cut your margins in half. But for example, like fill a box, it's literally instant. It's a filled box, flat rate. You can print the label right after the auction. So there's a lot of different nuances to shipping, guys, where if you take full advantage of, kind of studying and doing due diligence about how you can manipulate the shipping to not only your customer, but to your advantage as far as the back end, Man, I'm telling you, you guys will save yourself so much fucking headache. Pardon my French.
Anyway,
What you said, my name?
yeah. I was gonna ask you, the pallets. I found a new supply for pallets, super cheap, way better stuff than what I was paying. I was gonna ask you on the pallets you buy, like the relation. Obviously, there's gonna be returns or like open box
What do you say is better?
because it's like way fucking cheaper, bro. Like damn near not even 50% off, more than 50 than what I was paying. Remember, I showed, I think in the beginning when I was starting, I paid like 3,000 for like a watermelon pallet or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
And I overpaid like
Watermelon.
crazy. Yeah, I'm not looking back, I hella fucked up. But as I was saying, I found way cheaper. And I was just gonna ask, and the pallets you buy, do they come with like a lot of like not a lot, but like some units are like obviously returned and it has missing units, or like everything you be buying is it's still new.
Majority.
Because like
Majority. I would say like 1%.
1% open box, like something's missing or
Yeah.
it's broken or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. It's really low,
That's-
honestly.
that's-
Yeah. It saves a lot of labor, honestly.
Keep in
You
mind, Brian, that's
you
pretty
store your
lean.
pallets?
Hmm?
You sort your pallets, like you receive it, like the other day you posted like a truckload.
Well,
You sort it?
we only get the high end products out and we separate them because now we know the host doesn't have to worry about misrunning anything, for too cheap.
Yeah.
For you. But even though like Christian, she already knows was expensive, was not expensive, but that's because she just has 4+ months working with us, so she has an idea of what like expensive electronics look like. That's the hard
Yeah.
part about training, at least uh, in the electronics. For beauty, you just start at $1, just run it up.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
does help if you're a little more knowledgeable about like the beauty products. That's why Emily does so good on it. And she attracts a lot of
Yeah.
customers because she knows what she's talking about when she's selling it. Um, and then Kristen, she just knows the pricing because she's been working with the electronics for the last 4 months and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's good.
Brian, I was gonna say, Brian, if you're seeking to replicate what Levy just said as far as trying to find, for example, Levy pulls Target pallets, or at least the merchandise that he's been showing has been Target merch.
Yeah.
It's very atypical to find an FTL of Target merch from a DC that has 1% damages on it. That's very atypical. So I would say let's just say on a conservative standpoint, you should probably anticipate 20 to 30% of damaged return items, marred boxes, fucking maybe let's say
Oh,
5 to
so
10% of actual damaged product where it's technically it should be either be called out or not even sold.
so actually,
1% is extremely
1%
lean.
is not realistic. It's kind of rare to find that.
Correct, in my opinion, yes.
So 20 to 30% is healthy, you would say.
If it is a raw Target pallet straight from the DC. Now, if you're talking about a processed pallet from a
No,
broker
not
or another
process. No,
contract
no.
holder that already sorted them, if they sort them, then of course you can definitely work out some sort of process
I'll
deal.
send a couple of pictures. I don't know if you want to take a look at them right now. I just recently found this guy.
send them over.
He has way better. He has way better pricing. But what I've noticed is like you said, like there is like some obviously with liquidation, I expect that there's like some return. There's a lot of returns, obviously, or some of the returns are still good to go. Like I can sell them just fine. But some
Okay.
of them, like let's say it's earbuds, it's missing an earbud, or the earbuds won't turn on, or
Right.
like let's say some lights, some string lights, they're like kind of ripped up or whatever. But
Yep.
there's still a lot of good stuff
Right.
to that,
You
like
send
the
it to
heating
me
pad.
in person?
Let's say, yeah, I already bought a lot, like a couple.
Yeah.
They're super
Okay.
cheap.
Okay. I mean,
But
realistically,
I
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Like I said, that way you don't go trying to find some golden goose egg and end up passing up things that, in your mind, will make sense and that you can make money off of. Like I
no,
said,
I
you
feel like
already
Yeah, that's
this
what
was
people don't
these
understand
are good.
is that I have employees, so I'm not gonna pay a higher percentage of retail versus you. if you're alone and you're scaling by yourself at the moment, you can afford to pay a higher percentage of retail.
Hell no, he can't. He's got a fucking employee and commercial overhead.
Oh, never mind. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Bro,
Brian's a little sleeper.
it's because of the
I mean,
Amazon. That's why. That's why.
Hmm.
I don't.
right.
I just tell the one of them, like, hey, go stream, and they just stream.
I was just talking to an
But you
Amazon
see them. You
customer.
see them, Casey. You see them, Casey.
Yeah. I actually think you're doing well, bro. Like I said, I wouldn't shy away from whatever material you've been getting is not bad.
What do you think
Um,
about these? Based on the picture, I pay 275,
I can't,
275.
I can't even see, bro. Hold on.
That's pretty
Can you
good.
send me a picture or something?
It's on the
It's
chat,
in
on the
this
group
Oh, it's
chat.
chat,
on the chat.
Actually pretty good.
Hold on.
voice call chat.
Lock in,
200.
chat. Lock in. Lock
I'm
in,
paying.
guys.
I'm paying 275. I can get it down to 225
That's
if I
actually
take
How
them
do
pretty
I
off.
good.
But
find? How do I see that? How do I see where it's at?
Click on weekly call
what
box
you
at 9 p.m. and the messages are there.
All I see is you, and it says
where,
everyone live now.
Oh, there's a chat button.
where you
at the
mute
bottom.
yourself and turn on your camera. There's a message little button right there in the middle, right next to the controller icon.
That's actually pretty good.
275. There's
He
some.
muted himself. Oh no.
And there's nothing at the bottom. You put your hand in there.
The bottom had this one. Let me show you.
It's like a
We can't hear you,
The,
Grasshopper.
the bottom had where to go? I have a picture. These are really nice.
Yeah, he couldn't. I don't think he could find it. You have to
So look,
click the call, and then it'll have like a mute button, join voice, and then the chat.
Levi, it had this. I don't know if you can see it. It had this brand new pet feeder, brand new
Yeah.
in the bottom.
How much that go for?
This one, I can't find the exact one, but all the other pet feeders that are very, very, very similar are $100. So that's already almost. If I could sell it at 100, which is not possible, why not? It's 100. That's already almost 50% of my cost of the pallet.
Yeah,
That's if
that's
I
pretty
sell it
solid, bro. I
That's
mean,
if I sell it at $100.
when I see those pallets, bro. When I'm sitting there looking at those pallets, those are squared off pallets. Those are easily, 2, 3, 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of merch in there, bro. Those things have to be pushing north of 250 items, 200, 250 items in it.
It had like this electric sprinkler system where like you could turn.
Yeah.
I think the brand was Blossom, brand new too. They had 4 of them. I think Blossom electric springers. No, with the
Sprinklers.
sprinklers to turn them on and off. Some system,
Yep.
something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean,
there's a lot of good stuff, but there's also a lot of like fucked up.
You found that
Not a
on
lot,
Facebook
but there's some.
or Google?
No. I recommend it from someone that I know that used to sell on eBay now has a thrift store. I was talking to him and he told me, "Oh, go with this guy. I've known him for 15 years. He's really good." And I went, I checked them out. I talked to him, blah blah blah. Some Arab guy connected right away. Asked him, "What's your pricing?" He said, "I need 275. If you take this many, I can get you down to 225." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna test a couple out." I tested some out. I liked
Yeah.
it. I went back. I
Yeah.
bought a couple more to see if, like, we test a
Yeah.
couple more. They're still good to go. And I
Nice.
told him, "Okay, sooner or later, I'm gonna buy a truckload." But
Yeah.
perfect. Just let me know when you're ready.
Those
And I was
are
like,
definitely
In my
interesting.
opinion, Brian, those are solid ass pallets for a 225. Now that's you picking them up, right? No freight fees, right?
no, I pick them up. Yeah, local.
Yeah. That I think those are solid buys, bro.
Yeah.
My dad's back here listening. He said that's solid.
You got like some Ross in there. Some
Yes, it has
Lock in, guys. Lock in.
It has Ross, DDS, Marshalls,
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah, I saw
all
you
different types
running.
of
I
stuff.
saw you running some Ross tagged items too, and I was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, now it makes sense."
Yeah.
What's your
Dude,
But
your whatnot?
you follow me already.
Versatile, man. Versatile needs
Oh,
with a
you're
cute little teddy
versatile.
bear.
I see you everywhere, bro.
Oh yeah.
I see you.
He's studying, bro.
I see you everywhere. I really got this guy's watching him, watching it. But I didn't know it was you.
Bro, I'm on the app like fucking, I swear, bro, for hours. I watched Casey the other day for like a couple. I would go on and off, but I even asked him how long he'd been on for. It's like 6 hours, and
Yeah,
I
we
was
were on
there
for
from the
7 hours.
beginning. Something like yeah. And then I was on and off. I was watching other streamers. I like to watch how other people be doing their shit.
Yeah.
You learn a lot from watching other people.
Amen, bro.
You guys need to pull up to my stream. You guys need to pull up.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
watch
say,
him.
Brian, have you watched David?
Yeah, I watch him too. He does like a giveaway, the spinner things. He does like
Oh
fish
yeah, yeah,
strings, clothes, back to school, buy all you can for 921. I've been
yeah,
watching a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
David's
Thank
a
you.
very good. David is a very good example of flow.
He's too
He's
fast.
But
definitely got enough.
I never see him ever complain like I can't do $10 guys. We gotta do higher. He just all right next. All right
Yep,
next.
Oh
Three
yep.
to
man,
one.
you're gonna make up that loss on another item somewhere. Like if something sells for $2 less than it should, the next item might sell for two more than it should. You
He's
know?
like all right,
Amen.
3 to 1 next. 3 to 1
Yeah.
next. 3 to 1 next.
You also
Boom 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 boom
don't
boom.
forget. You also have to consider the time he's been in the game. There's a lot of returning customers. His returning
Yeah,
customer
yeah.
rate was like 50% when we checked like 2 months ago. Like he had 50-50.
So should I run it with this guy with the pallets? Or should I keep looking?
What? No, that looks solid to me.
It's
Yeah,
a good
bro.
price. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair price for because you got to realize. So I think Bevel, Mr. John Bevel, I saw him earlier, but he just stopped by Tom Schultz liquidation spot out in Florida. And Tom, so most contract holders will push out a high piece count Amazon pallet for right around. Usually it hovers around 750 to 800. Sometimes people will price gouge and charge you at a rack. That's if you're only going to come in and buy one damn pallet. But Tom like habitually sells those at that price point, and it's like you got to realize if you can multiply or stack those pallets that you just bought by two, let's say worst case three. If you have to stack three of those to equal one Amazon high piece count pallet, you're still only in it for what is that? 620, 675? It's like
Yeah.
that's a solid ass run, bro. For I mean, you should have been landing close to $1 a unit, and that's
Yeah.
what.
I was doing like not a count, but like I opened the pallet and I took out all the junk and all the like stuff that I could do giveaways for, like some chargers and stuff like that, or whatever, like little things that I know probably won't go for like 5 or 10 or whatever. Because I'm still not doing Amazon gift cards. I'm not at that point yet, but like I still give away like some solid, decent things, I guess. So I separated from like good stuff I could sell and like some giveaway stuff, and it's like
Perfect.
so there's like at least like bro, like 200, 300 items.
Yes. Yep.
That's counting all the small ones too, you know.
Sure.
But if I want to just count like big, like good items, and I don't know how. I don't know. I ain't count. But there's still a lot of solid items. At least 200. That's what I think.
Sean had,
I ain't
Yeah.
exactly
That's what
counting,
it
but
looks like. Yeah.
he had like new items. It was like all new items. It was a good mix. I told him that. But those are mystery boxes. I think he got like, they were, like he couldn't even see what was in them. But yeah, it was all on pretty much new items.
I saw some anchor, some energizer in there too. I remember.
Yeah.
I saw some beats in there. Open box beats, speakers. Oh, they had a shit ton of things.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's a solid. It's kind of like your load's all over the place as far as the vendors that it's included with. But what I like about the pallets you just picked up, bro, it gives a good example. Like some people will say, "Oh, I only want this full load of this type of vendor, or I only want this type of electronics, or I only want this of that specific type of thing." But what's in nice.
You're lagging.
Wi-Fi. That be you in class?
That pallet had a makeup bag, like one of those travel makeup bags with the vanity, with the light, and like storage for the makeup. I sold that one for like around $30.
On what now?
That's already,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, that was already like what is that, like 25% of the pallet on one item, brand new. It was a brand new makeup travel vanity where you could turn it on and off the lights.
Yeah.
Sold for 25 or 25 to 30, something like that. I'm like, damn, bro. And I only average like 30 people or less.
Bro, he likes whatnot more than Amazon right now.
Right now, yeah, because I found a fucking the new palette. That's why I was
talking
hating
to
it at the beginning, bro.
a big Amazon seller, and he comes from a liquidation background, and he just dropped like a podcast, and he was talking how back in 2015, 2016, he was selling a lot of liquidation on Amazon because it was allowed, and that he was making a ton of money, and I'm like, bro, everything that you're saying
Everything okay?
in that video, it sounds like whatnot right now.
Laggy?
No, it's not laggy. You can hear me now, but
Oh, awesome.
like the amount of money that's gonna be made selling liquidation and whatnot is insane.
No.
Do you work with any vendors that were at ASD?
I might go to.
I know I'm like, I'm sorry. We're doing the tablets.
Just the
I
makeup.
We're trying our best. Trying our best. Can't do much about it, but I'm very excited for the quality of the
Quality of it. No, but what's funny is, Brian, like I remember, I think we sent you at least 10 or 15 of those
Of the makeup
makeup
bags?
cases.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
I had one in the palette. That was already
Yes.
25% of my palette. Oh, now that I remember, it also came with like a electric full vacuum. Those sell for like around 25 too. I got a couple in the palette too.
Yes.
So
Yes. And it's like, I think
the
the more,
palette is
like,
solid.
yeah, Brian, I think the more you do this, bro, watch, you're gonna start seeing a whole lot of items where you know what's gonna start getting you. Like you said, all you got to do is find, let's say, 10 items that'll cover the cost of the pallet, and then the rest
The
is
rest is
no-brainer,
profit.
pure profit. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing $30 starts, but like obviously I feel like chargers, like let's say a 15-foot charger, sometimes it sells for $3, but a lot do go on biddage. So because I remember you guys told me try not to start too low at $1, because then they'll essentially the customers will try to like F you over. So I've been starting at 3, but I've been thinking about going to 1 just for the smaller items.
No, just bundle them
Bro,
at that point. You're like,
no,
oh,
because
8 chargers.
Because
Brian,
what?
Brian, you watched this yesterday, and we're on right now.
Yeah,
So
the
right now
chargers that you have, right?
we have charging cables. They're 4-in-1 charging cables. They support up to 240 watts
The
of
magnetic
flow.
ones, the one that you could change the tips, right?
Yes, yes. Now,
Yeah.
bro, we start those at $5, and we averaged last night at $6 to $7 a piece. Our landed cost was about 22 cents a pop for the cord and the box. So
Yeah.
I would not like. Let me put it this way: anything that has a fucking C connection, bro, you could easily get $3 for it. Like where?
Yeah.
Let me ask you, where are you gonna go and get a fucking C cable? I mean, you can go to even if you go to a fucking gas station, bro, shit's gonna cost you $5-10. You can go to
The other way I went to
Daiso, and it's still gonna
7-Eleven.
cost
The
you.
other way I went to 7-Eleven for a charger. That shit was $15.
Right. You know, it's like don't sell yourself
Yeah.
short because it's those small items, bro, where you can really start making your margins up.
Yeah.
Making a ton of money on those J Labs right now. Oh my god. I'm so
Guys, lock in, bro. Lock in. Escape the Matrix.
Those
When
J buddies.
at what point is the right time to start doing like Amazon gift cards, like fucking the beef? Or is that not like you shouldn't really be doing that?
I got
We do it.
about that.
Because I see the BB spamming Amazon gift cards or a bunch of other stuff is Amazon gift cards, another $25 or another $10 or whatever. Like, what the hell?
But Brian, let me ask you. So let's say you take something heavy, right? Or let's say,
Yeah.
like for example, we give away cordless chainsaws. And let's say the average sale price. So we start those chainsaws with two 21-volt batteries, a blow molded case, cut resistant gloves, glasses, the charger, everything. And we
Yeah.
start those at $25. We typically land at $25 to $35 for them. We give one of those away generally on a show. Now, let's say your landed cost, like let's say you bought some chainsaws, and let's say your landed cost was $12, right?
Yeah.
Plus you're gonna pay another freaking let's just say $5 to ship the shit to a customer as a givey. So you're already in $20 to send someone something larger like that, right? As a givey.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of you liquidating your merchandise because it's no capital up front, I'm trying to compel you to kind of step back and recognize that you're going to spend money to send someone shit regardless, unless you're sending them fucking coupons in the mail at 43 cents for a flat, a plain white envelope. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're already spending money, bro, like we do Amazon gift cards, but this shit don't gotta be $25, $100, $1,000 gift cards, bro. You can run $5 and $10 gift cards. What's good? Look, David's over at the fucking gift card aisle right now. Look at him. You know?
Shit, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. Brian, don't think about the increment. Well, the reason why I like Amazon gift cards, guys, and Starbucks is because people can stack that with whatever purchase they plan to go buy on Amazon. They can do at their leisure with that. If you give them an item, then they have to kind of figure out something to do with that item. So it may not be relevant to your customers, but if you give someone basically the next best thing to a damn Visa gift card, like an Amazon card, then they might be able to buy something else that they did want, but then they'll appreciate it. And you're going to spend money to send them a gift, a givey anyways. The good thing about gift cards is it only costs you 50 cents to send it to them, bro.
It costs you
Just saying.
50 cents or 78.
Okay, I gave away $400 Amazon gift cards, 400, $350, and another like $10 this weekend. I gave like $700-800 away.
Did you see the viewers increase with that, or?
Of course, yeah. With the wheel, other than my goods, like when I bring out the wheel, I bring out use. I don't know if you were there, Levi, but I know Andy came in this weekend. My ASP was $19.28 for clothing. You know what I mean?
For items or
Yeah. The more money I'm giving away, I'm running items. I'm making more money on, like better margins, better names. Like I've been sitting on, kind of just. I do when I like, for example, I run dollar starts only when I have good stuff. If I don't have good stuff in my whole stream, I don't run dollar starts.
have you tested out like running a show without Amazon gift cards or a show with Amazon gift cards with the exact same similar items?
Other than I haven't, but I enjoy it honestly. It's fun. It's like I don't do it throughout the week.
Oh, you don't do it every day?
No, I only do the giveaways, like the big giveaways on Saturday nights.
What do you usually give away?
The
Throughout the week,
Amazon gift card.
I'm giving away wireless earbuds, stylus pens, and like I start off every stream with $10 Amazon gift cards, and then I bring in my other giveaways. Two
What
$10
about you,
Amazon gift
Levi?
cards, and then I do like a stylus pen, maybe a $5 Starbucks gift card. If I see it's going good, I'll do back to back $5.
And Brian,
I just
I was gonna say or suggest what you should do, Brian. Try to just humor me and try to run some buyers givey. Spend a
Yeah,
hundred bucks.
I
Yes.
have. I remember when you told me I did a couple.
Okay. But
I
but
tell
like I
them like
said,
go.
I was say, did you try with Amazon gift cards?
No, just candle warmers. I
Yeah, no,
told
no,
them like,
no,
look,
no. What I'm suggesting is go spend just $100. Just humor me. Spend $100 and go buy two $50 Amazon gift cards. Or if you want,
yeah,
spend $200. Get one $100 gift card and then two $50 gift cards, and make those just all you have is just three buyers giveies, and then make some followers giveies. Usually we have 10 followers giveies and three buyers giveies. That's usually what we do in a 3 to 6 hour stream. A 6 or more hour stream will usually double that as far as giveies are concerned. But like I said, if you just try three buyers giveies with two tiers of Amazon cards, one big one and then two $50 ones, and
yeah,
then just try to notice your average sale price right before for those 5 minutes that you're running that givey for those gift cards, bro. And I promise you'll see an uptick in people just wanting to get the damn gift card, and they'll write it off in their head saying, "Oh, I might actually get that gift card." So they'll start
yeah,
swiping at the most random shit, bro.
yeah. Okay.
Just try it.
I mean, the other thing I've seen too is like if it's something generally applicable to your buyer base, like some people give away Stanleys, some people give away iPads. Like, who doesn't want an iPad? right? Like, I may not have a use for it right now, but I'll find a use for a free iPad, right? And I'll stick around. Like, who doesn't want that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's just third generation.
I see Beta Bash in this community, right? He be running Nintendo Switch Lite. Just yesterday he did one or two. And I remember I was watching a stream and he was like at 400 viewers up. He was like at 400 up until he notified everyone about the Nintendo Switch. It spiked up to like 700 viewers.
Big Bash?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has like this listing where like once he puts it on, it notifies everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was watching.
oh,
He has
Yeah,
a
it's a
listing
bookmark
on his
item,
shop.
Brian.
Yeah, it's a bookmark. Yeah, it was a bookmark item that says Bid Bash Live with a Nintendo Switch Gibby. And once he put that on, it spiked up to like 700 viewers. And he was running the phones. He has like this phone. It usually sells for like 40 or 50 bucks. Once it spiked up to 700 viewers, it sold for like 70 to 80 just because of the
Yes.
Nintendo Switch. So I was
Exactly.
watching. I'm like, so what the hell? I'm gonna do the same thing where I add something to my shop. Let's say $100 Amazon gift card, right? And I tell everyone, look, turn this on, so you get notified when we run a giveaway, like an Amazon giveaway or whatever. Because I was watching, like I said, it spiked up to like 700 to 800 viewers, and then
Yes.
he ran the Nintendo Switch and the stream.
Yeah. Like Brian, when we first started KC Ventures, bro. So we ran Nintendo Switches. It was right before Nintendo Switch 2 came out. And I remember
Yeah.
Cracking Collectibles, Cracking, she freaking won that shit from us during Christmas. But it's like,
Yeah.
yo, you'll definitely notice an uptick. But luckily over time, hopefully you don't use that as like a crutch, because you will see some viewership attrition, bro, unless you can maintain that. And it's like personally, I don't like feeding that fire as far as paying for a shit ton of gibbies all the time. But it's definitely nice, bro. Like when you just choose one-off times, like during certain months, like during Christmas, shit like that, holidays. That's a
Yeah.
perfect time to kind of stretch your wallet a little bit, come out of pocket, and then like you exactly what you just said, run those. If it's good if you prep the shows, bro. So basically, if you run, I'd say 3 to 5 shows, and tell people, look, at the end of the month, guys, we're running this or whatever. Da 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 da. That's what we did. So we did that in late October last year, and then we ran it for right before Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? And we had hell of motherfuckers in the fucking channel, bro. And it definitely helps to grow some viewership. But like I said, if you can do that once in a while, like David said, he does it once a week or whatever, but then you still hold steadfast to getting doing right by your customers, getting good reviews, getting shit shipped out quickly, getting good margins on your product, man, you'll do well, bro.
Consistency with who?
By the way, the reason I do it is Saturday nights only is because Saturday night I do a lot of giveaways, but I also run good stuff too. So like to go along with that, like I'd rather throughout the week I'm working off like a new system where Monday to Thursday I'm kind of pushing out whatever, like my cheaper stuff, like fishing, golf, whatever. And I keep my Friday for kids, clothing Saturday for adults, and I push heavy on those days. Like I kind of sort through my load, whatever palette I'm working on right now. Put all my Nikes, whatever for Saturday night. Sell whatever else I pull out throughout the week, and like every week I'm moving like 3 pallets on that system, 4 pallets, and I'm like sorting it out, selling it, and the better stuff you have, the better giveaways you could kind of do because the more people in there, like if people are hanging out for giveaways, they're gonna eventually
Oh,
buy. They're gonna eventually buy. I believe in that. Just because like you have 160 people, because of a giveaway or not, your prices are gonna be higher than when you have 30 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what.
Can you answer this for me right now? Do you know the answer to this?
Yeah.
I'm looking at his stream right now. Why are there so many pending payments for this streamer? A lot.
Who's streaming?
and
On a switch. Chat, we're about to run.
A
oh,
lot of pending.
but speaking of struggling, I'm gonna have to log off, guys. I gotta help this stream out. This kid's floating right here. It was good talking to you guys. I hope you guys all do well. Brian, you're kicking ass, bro. Keep going. Keep doing it. You're doing great. It's
No,
always
thank
good
you
to see
for
everybody. Hopefully everyone has a good night.
you too. Have a good
Thank
one.
you, brother.
Yeah, I don't understand why there's so many payments.
Guys, if you guys need a mod, my boy, you guys got you guys. Greatest mod of the business. Levi.
What?
He's the best model.
Oh, me? You talking about me?
Hmm?
I was locked in.
Yeah.
That was hard. That was hard to keep up with, man.
Yeah.
That's what
That
I'm
was
saying.
dialed in, man.
I couldn't understand what you were saying sometimes. You hear me?
My moderator, her name is Queen Bee. Bro, she's the greatest mod ever. She understands me 5 seconds, 10 seconds. She's locked in, bro. Like legit dialed in.
Is she on her phone? There's no way she's on her phone.
I have no idea, but she won like $100 gift card in my stream. She was so boosted. It was so good too.
Yeah.
Like out of all the people that can win, I would love it to be her. You know?
Yeah. No, I was talking about. So I'm looking at Bid Bash right now. He has a lot of payment pending. I don't mean I've never had.
Bro,
That.
did you see what was it? Cool Kicks. They're just banning the pending payments people.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's not even that like the price is not even that crazy. It's like $10 to $25 there. There's payment pending. Like even I don't get that many, so I don't understand. Like maybe I don't know. Maybe it's weird. I don't know. What do you guys think on that? Damn, he's still in.
Look at the controller. There's a fool.
Oh, he's doing the Timu stuff now. What? Oh nah. He has a $2,000 drone.
The
What?
Timu Infinite Money Glitch.
Oh my god. I'm looking at it right
Yeah.
now. He has a $2,000 drone that all the Timu sellers have, or all the Chinese sellers have.
Yo, Levy,
The
can you send
$20
the
drone, bro.
Timu that rack thing?
What happened?
Can you send the link of the rack, the one that you have?
Timu? Yeah, I got you. Hold on. Let me pull it up right now. I think there's less ads now.
People,
Oh, look, I got it right here. I think it was a great price. I don't know what do you guys think. Because it's a 24-inch wide, 85-inch high. It's one of the biggest ones you can get. 24-inch wide.
easy to assemble? Easy to assemble or not?
It's like every other shelf. It's the clips. It's the Metro
Not
rack.
good.
It's the Metro rack. Um, I think it was great.
Bro, nah, this guy's a fucking scammer. The Timu thing? Nah.
Wait,
The
what do you
Timu
mean?
drone with the $2,000 MSRP?
Oh, Bid, you watched
Come
Bid
on
Bash?
now.
He
Yeah.
he
That's
was
some
running. He
that's some MSRP inflation, if you ask me.
Yeah, but he was always running this is the first time I see him running like the drones now, but he was always running like stuff like that, like Chinese, like Timu stuff.
Hmm.
But now he's doing the drones tactic. I know he's pulling a lot of money. He's making a lot of money. He literally told me he's made
I mean,
Who,
clearly.
Bitbash?
$500,000 in the last 5 months. He's doing like 100 grand months with this stuff. Um,
Ooh, I just
Where do you
booked
think
freight
Bitbash gets its
for.
stuff?
what was that?
Where do you think Bitbash gets its stuff?
This 3PL. Um, so I know his entire family's on that account. Like literally like 6 other sellers are like part of his bloodline. He's told me.
I
Um,
always see him run the same things over and over and over.
yeah, but because dude, I sold
They're paying
80
for it.
cases of the same headphones today, back to back to back for like $15. It was nuts.
Dude, that was yesterday's Funko stream. I was just selling the same item over and over again until I got tired and they're like, oh, can you run this other guy? Okay, sure. That one's $25 though. Kept running it.
No. And I was selling at $1, and they just kept bidding up. I was just selling it like, guys, this is a brand new inbox 2 packs. You're getting 2 in a box, never been touched, never been sniffed by me, never been on the shelves. You can't even get this new in Target. And boom, like they were bidding it up. I was getting like
What brand was it?
J
Like the
Lab.
Heyday?
J Lab.
Bro, you should have just sold it on fucking Amazon. Or Walmart, at least.
You think?
Be realistic with yourself. Yes.
Why?
The what model were they?
They're $13 new. I was selling them for 2 for 15.
Really?
On average, yeah.
Okay, no, never mind.
Yeah, but
But
aren't
some of
those
those
like
J Labs are
flag
fucking
items the ones that
expensive.
Amazon usually flags for Section 3 type crap?
What?
Nah, no, Amazon doesn't flag liquidation items for Section 3. They flag like closeout. They don't flag liquidation.
What?
Yeah, at least well, I've noticed some stuff that they'll flag it if there's active listings that are like obvious counterfeits, and then they're like, all right, everyone's selling fakes.
But you're not like if you're selling stuff from like a Target pallet,
You may be right.
like there's
I
Amazon's algorithm's not picking those up as fake.
No, it's not even the algorithm. Like I have this one supplier where so it's all brand new, straight from Amazon liquidation. It's straight from Amazon. Amazon's the one liquidating it, and he's like, yeah, there's people that buy
Yeah.
from us to sell back on Amazon. They'd rather you take your own shelf space than their shelf space that they have reserved for their own platform.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But just haven't considered. Yeah, but I think I was getting pretty good pricing. I was selling. I sold like 15 cases of those. It was crazy. I'm like, yo, I was just looking at Kristen like, yo, it is crazy. um, yeah, but it really depends on how you sell it. You really gotta hype it up. Um, but it was doing way better selling it in the case, brand new in the case, and if just taking it out the box by singles. I think people just get hyped like you're literally. I'm literally wholesaling it to you guys. Like this is brand new in box, never been touched, and so you just go crazy for that. Yeah, but I think it helps. Jerry, you were doing that too, right?
No, I tried. Yeah, I tried out because is he in the chat? The one. Yeah, he's there. We both got them from the same people where they made us blind buy a bunch of Funkos at a good enough price, but then they kind of hosed us, and where a lot of these Funkos are not super valuable. So it's more of a cool factor if you like it. Yeah, like I paid 3.5 plus freight, but then I bought a bunch of other stuff they were cleaning out of their warehouse where the money will make up for it. So it's not like the biggest deal in the world. But then I am stuck with like probably 2 pallets worth of like Book of Boba Fett and Doctor Strange Funko Pops that no one really wants for more than $3.
So they basically.
But
I
what
mean,
I
you
did,
trickle them in though.
yeah, no,
They
I've
probably
been trickling on it. So I did like I did a wholesale only stream where I did the math. At $36 for 6 of them, I still make money. And then the
Yeah.
other guys that were buying off me, it's like whatever they do their mystery wheels or they do like dollar start pick any pop you see on the wall type situation. So they bought like the cool looking ones, like South Park and I think some of like the older styles. And then Sunday stream, that's where I was doing them one by one. Where it's a mom that wants Beauty and the Beast Funko Pop because they like the movie.
Yo, Jerry, why don't you do surprise sets with those fillers, but run them super
Uh,
cheap, like $5
I,
a
I I don't I
spot?
don't I don't like doing surprise sets. I know it's profitable, but and like it's for me it's haram.
You can just list it because I've seen people do like what's inside those surprise sets. Like I do them, but I list, hey guys, check before you guys bid what we have in the surprise sets, and then like at the end of the day, we barely make like around 20% on whatever we sell, but we're always very clear, and that's why people like it. Because if you see other streamers, these people will jack up the prices like $35 to $50 a spot. Usually, when I do them like around like $10,
Yeah, no,
and they're
I've
getting
seen I've
way
seen
more
people that
value.
do it. I just personally don't like it, but I know on the Funko side, like I know you bought some of the Tomater stuff off me, so you can do surprise sets where you can like whatever like the duds from that buy that'll be like the bad hits, and then the medium hits will be like the $20-$30 pops, and then have like 6 Tomaters as a top prize where the supposed value is 200 something.
Right.
So that
No,
would be one
I'm
way to move it. And then another one would just be, whatever you start my break even, or at least I'm able to command now $8, and then it'll just be like probably moms that see, oh, I like how whatever Bell Village Walmart exclusive looks like.
Yeah, that's what I've been getting demographics. Same thing. Like it's either they like it because it's Disney or they like it because it's a TV show, and that's why we get like mostly like new buyers. Well, yeah, I agree. I haven't done like a surprise set in a long time, but I'm
Yeah,
like, fuck,
I feel
man.
like it would work, but it's probably like I notice a lot of the bigger guys they do it during the day, probably because people are at work, so like they can like don't have to constantly watch the stream. It's more like, all right, I'll just gamble, and if I get the Tomater, cool. If I got a $10 Funko Pop, whatever, I only paid 15 all in.
Right? Yeah. No, I feel you on that. But yeah,
Yeah,
we did. We did
how
end
many
up
of
getting.
the Eagly? Do you get any of the Eagly flocked ones in that buy?
No, I got a
No?
good variety. I bought around 2,000 pieces, and out of those 2,000, I got 15 or 17 different SKUs. So I feel like I got lucky on that variety.
Yeah,
Um,
I got around 30 something. So whatever.
yeah,
It'll be a mission, but hey, it's whatever. You just mix them with the good stuff, and at least I booked freight today where I have 3 more pallets of older good Funko Pops coming in. So that's gonna be some hype.
yeah.
Can you
How's the
explain
Lego
surprise
going for you?
sets to me? I've never tried them.
Surprise sets, it's pretty much like it's whatever. It's like spin the wheel in a sense where you can
It's basically like a
um
lottery system. Like, hey, you kind of gamble at the point where, hey, you might hit us like for $10 you might win $100 prize, or you can buy multiple slots or like multiple chances to hit that. And then, but
Isn't it
people
just like
guarantee, or usually they use like filler spots or whatnot. But
yeah,
recently,
no,
I've
you
been
can- you can-
seeing,
you can do you can program it in where like whatnot on their back end will auto do like a spin the wheel type situation. So then it's like you have your chances like all right, top prize this $200 Funko Pop. The bottom tiers are like $5 Funko Pops. The mid tiers this and that, and then you
mm,
adjust the numbers to where it'll make your margins really good. And then I just don't like it because the end buyer, I feel like they'll get disappointed when they spend $50 and they get like a $5 item.
Yeah.
throw a buyer's
I mean,
giveaway. I usually like to do that. I do buyer giveaways, at least like five of them. But yeah, because I've been on that situation. I know exactly what you mean,
what
brother.
I do with
That's
my
why
Bose, for example, when I put like three Bose headphones that go for $300, and I don't know, or five of
I
those, and then
I
I
actually
put
have my buddy doing that, like surprise sets, but with detergent bottles, bro. It's fucking insane.
bruh,
He's a pioneer with that right now, dude. So
what do you
he's doing a
mean?
surprise set. Yeah, he's doing a surprise set where the bigger prize is like a $300, like, I don't know, laundry set where just a whole combined of lots of $300 worth of laundry, like detergent, pods, etc.
mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then like you'll get random
Just
shit
essentials.
for
Yeah.
$10. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I
another
personally I
surprise set.
personally don't like it, but I know why. At least on the Pokemon side, why they do it. That's like the only way to build margin into stuff you're paying 90% of market value for.
Mm,
Yeah.
but I feel it's much cheaper,
Well,
right?
like
No,
I
the
feel like
the, the Kraken hits. I think they do like 5 second sudden death, but at their start price of like 20 something,
Mm-hmm.
and they get it, and they do multiple of those a day. They're one of the larger TCG sellers on whatnot.
What's a good surprise? How many items is good?
I don't know. It's I the one when I tune into some of them. It's like at least there's like these people that do a late night Lego one, where of course the top hits are like those $200-300 Lego sets, and then the low hits are like you literally get like one Lego brick. And these people
Damn.
are just screaming like maniacs for 3 hours. Oh, your chances are even lower now. You gotta bid it up, guys. You gotta bid it up. And I'm like, all right, that's. And then it's like, ah. And then you see the guy's look on his face when they win one Lego brick for $50. He's like, ah,
yeah.
man, hey, good try, man, good try.
Can they complain or leave a bad review for that?
I mean, yeah, you get a lot of bad reviews from that.
Oh yeah.
But hey, I mean,
Uh,
hey, you just say no cancellations.
Maybe make a different account for that.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'd rather just show the product I'm selling. I get my price. If I have to sell it a lot, whatever.
Yeah.
that that
What I would say
monetization bad.
is just curate. If you ever just try one,
Yeah.
with good morals and like whatever, going with it, actually offer value. Because thank God I've done maybe like five surprise sets and everyone's usually happy. Like usually my surprise sets, like, or like the gifts that I do, I'll do like 10 winner spots. I usually give out like around like 1,000 to like $1,500 in prizes. So I have to at least make like $200 or $300. I'm chilling within like, I don't know, maybe in an hour or two. So
Yeah, no,
I
I
usually do
understand. I
them for
understand why
fun.
people do it, but like, remember, we're in the business of moving as much product as quickly as possible. On when now we are the wholesaler to the general public, so I don't. It's like I know some of the Funko sellers they value their inventory. For me, it's just another widget. It's like, listen, I like the Adventure Time fins I've been selling. I like the Minions stuff, but I just want to move them. I can always get
Yeah,
more, and there's always another item to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's true.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try that. I'm gonna try like five $300 items, but then put like probably like 20.
I'll sell anything for a profit.
Yeah, exactly.
$20 $100 items, $30 $50 $200 items, and then like 60, I don't know, 1 to 5
Jerry, with your
items.
last majors, bro, you should fucking do a surprise set, bro. You become a millionaire overnight.
No, those I've been you've been seeing. I'm strategically doing other streams with Funkos and saying, hey, bookmark the next big show. One, because I'm waiting for boxes to come in, and two, that one I'm blowing out the rest of my majors at $80 starts. Like I tested some yesterday and it worked.
That's so
So I'm like,
Oh,
and
there you go.
I paid 24 a piece on those toe maters. So I'm not like, all right, 80
Yeah, you're
bucks.
doing fine.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. So it's like even at $40, I was more than happy with the money. The fact that these people valued it even more. I mean, whatever. Good for them.
Fair,
They're
on
so I
Amazon.
fair
saw some people
change.
selling for the 250
Do you know the seller is selling it on Amazon?
on Amazon. I only know of Ozone Toys that he usually gets the older stuff, but he has a buyback app. So there's that.
Oh, interesting.
Respectable modern collectible. He's selling for $100 on Amazon.
Yeah, because the people I was buying these from, they have their ways of moving it, but it's just they have a lot.
Wait, what makes this one so special?
Tomater, I mean, one, it's old. It's like and then second, at least the ones I have, it just has that extra little holographic sticker on the bottom.
Yeah. So these are collectibles now. Wait, someone's selling for $550 on eBay?
Click the buyer. Click the buyer. Who's the buyer, bro? Or the seller?
Seller is simply the plug.
Yep.
You gotta adjust the market, bro. So I set it high, and then I tell him, yeah, look on eBay, bro, and then we sell them for like 200.
I mean, hey, yeah. Listen, the people that bought them from me at that low price, I'm jumping for joy at them making
Wait,
$150
who sent you
profit
the
off
plug?
me.
Is it one of you guys?
I don't know,
Yeah,
bro.
it's someone in this room.
Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. Wait, that name sounds so familiar. You guys are genius for that.
Bro, you gotta
There's
set
also the
market.
flipping the pages. He's selling for 250.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Nah, this is crazy. You guys are wild for that. What?
yeah. You tell them, hey, check eBay. They're going for like 700. But if the actual true smart people check for on what's sold or
Mhm.
click on sold items, then yeah. But come on, you get because people usually like outbid if they do auctions. They'll probably get it for cheaper, but they say, hey, we're selling it for half off, and we usually get for what we want.
Oh, you guys are genius. So you guys show the price on eBay or no? Online.
I don't. I'm like, do your own research. I just say, guys, do your own research before you guys bid. No
No,
cancellations, no
I have
corruption.
randos saying if they should grade the ones they buy from me. I'm telling them don't grade because I can't guarantee the condition. Like I know some of the Funko bars are way too picky.
Yeah, there's super picky people, and that's why I say, right now I'm auctioning them off. I don't have any of the like listed,
Yeah.
um, because like they're super anal. I mean, with Funko, I think this is probably one of the hardest people. And like, let's say if when you pack stuff, bro, like you just gotta pack them right. Like one little
I mean,
thing, they
even on
like
the
to
Amazon
get a
side, that
conflict.
at least I mean it's like I guess a blessing in disguise. I can't sell on Amazon anymore because that would be the one toy brand I would constantly get inauthentic complaints for. Because they would just say,
Really?
"Oh, yeah," because they would just say like, "All right, whatever." This one was missing had like it had a special edition sticker, and the listing had the special edition sticker, but they're like, "Oh, it doesn't have the Hot Topic sticker." Then they buy it again, like, "Yeah, I confirmed it's fake." I'm like, "Oh gosh, this is."
Yeah, you have to have invoices, bro. Because I've dealt with that. We sell Funko as well on Amazon. I mean, we've been selling since like 2015. But dude, like we get IP complaints left and right, inauthentic claims all the time. You just have to have your distributors' invoices, and right now, especially, everyone has been getting kicked off right now. Like recently, we just got kicked off for Mattel, and we just got a huge load of the Logan Paul WWEs, and it's like
Oh, but
another
those
like.
will sell on eBay all day.
Yeah, but we have like right now we were supposed to be projected with that, but it's like around a 30 grand load that we just got in, which is freaking insane. So if you can sell WWE, I'll share half of the load on that Logan Paul.
I mean, you shoot me a message on pricing. I might take a look at it. But even like my main toy guy I buy from, he buys direct from Mattel. Amazon did the same thing with you. Like you can't sell Mattel with him, and then he provides them the Mattel direct invoices, and they're like, "Oh, we can't verify the supplier."
Yeah, no, it's crazy. You either have to have a point of contact, or you have your own rep. We have our own rep, thank God. but I mean, even
No,
then,
but
like, yeah,
Mattel and Hasbro, it's don't ask, don't tell type situation if you're selling on Amazon.
exactly. No, that's a point. One of my bigger friend sellers, they've been in business since 2011. They got an exclusive or the rights to sell um Hasbro. They were selling like the lightsabers or selling all the like Hasbro Force Effects, etc. And they went out of business because their margin was so extremely low. So we stopped buying Hasbro.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
some of the
man.
Hasbro closeouts have been amazing that I got this year.
Yeah, closeouts for sure. That's I think how we're surviving right now is closeouts, honestly.
Amazon side, yeah, no, I mean, whatever. The Hot Wheels that anyone could get anywhere. I make my
Well, they're
$2. I'm happy.
destroying the catalog. It's not going to be worth buying it for most of these closeout guys soon.
No, yeah, no. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. That's like I said before on these calls, like the Transformers. I got at 6.5. Even at $10, I make profit just selling them on whatnot. Even though they go for 25,
Yeah.
30 on Amazon.
I don't give it some time. I think most of these guys are going to be out of the game because they won't have any more Amazon buyers left.
No, I
So
think
Yeah.
I know Sheffer sells themselves on Amazon, and all the ones that offer closeouts they sell in some form on Amazon.
yeah, but there's not going to be a significant enough portion that'll be in the catalog.
Yeah, no. Well, a lot of these guys, what keeps them alive is when Adidas, Discount, Ross, TJ Maxx, they come and spend $250,000 in one shot.
Yeah. Still, if they don't have, I think Amazon's probably their bread and butter. So let's be realistic.
Oh yeah. At least
DDs are probably
my other
making
guy
like
that buys direct from
20%.
Mattel, he's making so much money on TCG that it's like, well, it's more of an annoyance.
Yeah.
Whereas he even tells me, he's like, oh, it's every day, it's 100, 200 grand on Pokemon alone, plus all the other dead TCGs that people still buy in 2025.
Jared,
Yeah.
do you know where these guys are getting Pokemon cards? Or most of theirs?
They're buying it from they're buying it from him. At least all the older stuff, they're paying his 90% of market asking. And if not, a lot of these guys they try to push their buy lists where they're offering 60%, or they just go to card shows and drop a lot of money.
Yeah. The sourcing's a little trickier for Pokemon. Although I think really the best way to do it right now is just go to Japan and just import.
Oh yeah.
That's
No,
really the best way to
what
do
was
it
it this the one I was
with
sharing,
margin.
Skylar? This guy, he probably has someone that buys up all those systems in Japan, the PSPs and DS lights, and just sends them over.
Yeah.
Like that guy that
That's why he's able to sell them for 30 or $40
the guy that
because he's probably paying 10 a piece in bulk. Yeah, did it's 300 grand. Yeah.
that was crazy. And, oh my god. Are people buying them to
Yep.
collect or to actually use and play?
I mean, he even says they're untested. They only test for power, and it holds a charge.
Wow.
There's a lot you can do that with though. Like you could do that with like niche stuff.
Yeah.
Like you could probably do an entire stream of just like Dragon Ball Z figures and make a ton of money.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried with vintage Dragon Ball Z figures. It didn't do well, but that was a few months
I
ago.
don't know. I'm just speculating here.
It has to be it has to be cheap. Like you have to start them just like
Yeah.
at $5, and you paid $3, and then the people are like, "Wow, this is like a $50 action figure."
Are there Nintendo Switch like closeouts like the games? Because those were great. All the games.
Bro, the wholesale games, all the video game streamers, they're all buying from the same handful of wholesalers. They do not make much money on the sealed stuff.
Yeah, there's not too much room.
Like, think about it. If they're selling a new Donkey Kong video game for the Switch 2, they maybe make $1 or they're losing money. But that's just to bring people in, and then they push like the closeout video game type items where that's where they make their margin.
Lebby, that's why I'm going direct with the brands.
Yeah.
They're smaller guys. Just because you can pump all their product all day. You're not gonna have any competition. You know.
Yeah, I start reaching out. You've been doing a lot of outreach, right?
Yeah, no, I've had some good success. You're just not hearing about some of them. Once I start selling them, I'll tell you about it, but I try to keep it low key.
Yeah, at least what I like about collectibles market is that it can be manipulated easily.
What?
The collectibles market, like even like how you saw that tomater on eBay, and then people will say, "Hey, check out the eBay pricing." It's like, listen, you can find people do that all the time. Like even on the Pokemon side, they'll start buying out certain cards or I guess Pokemon sets because they think, all right, if the last one's exploded in value, this one, if we plan it out between a couple big players, we buy out the sealed market and then we start buying out all the high end singles from that set, then overall the price will jump at a certain percentage.
Yeah.
So who loses there? The person.
The
What?
buyers.
Are they losing though?
I think
I
they
mean, the
are.
buyers see a higher perceived value, but I mean, you're manipulating the market. Like you're just doing buyouts. Does that mean the same way you do like a closeout buy for toys on Amazon,
Yeah.
and you end up being the last seller? You can just command whatever price you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, usually that's how it works. It's just supply and demand. Because I've worked in collectibles, and usually what we do is, like, let's say for collectibles, we'll either buy like, let's say, 100 units, and if we know that people are just gonna race to the bottom, everyone's gonna try to make their sale first. They'll sell for like $1 profit, $2 profit. We usually just chill. We'll maybe wait for a month if we can. Then we usually come in. It just depends on the item. But if we know if we're gonna be a fast mover, we'll just let it sell at market. But if not, like for collectibles, we like to let everyone sell out first. Like this is Mater, we're only selling one or two because as soon as you introduced Maters, bro, that was at 700. So I'm like, you know what? It's probably gonna average right now 150, 200 as like as a tip for you. Like I would save at least I don't know how many you have, but at least 10 to 20, bro. That way you can later sell maybe in like 6 months at that 500 point.
I mean, I'm making. Yeah, I told you how much I paid. I'm making a very good amount on those.
Yeah. You're fucking robbing these people, bro.
I mean, no, not robbing. The perceived value is there,
No,
and
you're
even
chilling,
without,
bro. At 24,
I
I
mean,
mean, bro. Let me buy your course.
and then the Ramones, I paid 12. So that's the one that surprised
Jerry,
me even more.
at
Wait,
this
how much you
point,
paid for Ramon?
12.
12? That's gangster, dude. Yeah, I mean, until you like you'll always hit those golden like stones. So it's good, man. You gotta ride that wave as best as you can,
Oh, yeah, no,
and
I
it's
take
it's
my
smart how
wins
you're
when
doing it right now.
I take my wins when they come in, and I just sell through because I got more buys coming in. There's still like pallets worth of Amazon stuff I've just been receiving and I haven't even been touching, and stuff that needs to be put on eBay that's just been piling up. It never ends.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But I think Levy, you're gonna ask me a question.
No, 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 no. I'm just listening. I'm just mind blown by the. This is crazy stuff. I didn't know about the entire this side of the game, the collectible side. That's
Yeah, no, it's fun. I mean, yeah, I remember back in the day when Toys R Us would have their exclusives, and then all the Bolo, my group of people would say like, "Hey, Bolo for this item at Toys R Us." Usually, because it would be a case pack, one per case pack. You usually find one per Toys R Us,
mm-hmm.
and I would resell for a $5 toy that would resell for 30.
How do you think toys are gonna do on whatnot? Oh, were you on whatnot last year? No, you weren't, right?
No, no, I have no idea. I mean, listen, if I did, I mean, Sunday's stream was 5,000.
okay. I need to lock in that deal. Fuck that, dude.
I think Q4, I have no idea. Like if I can do a subpar stream in Q4 and still do, 2, 3,000 in 1 or 2 hours, I'd still consider that a win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm loading up on a lot of new items, but I think I'm gonna sell out like by the
Like
next
I
week.
might just do I might even do like warehouse tour streams or whatever, just try to do product specific items where it's like, all right, stream for 1 hour Transformers, stream for 1 hour Marvel Legends, stream for 1 hour Hot Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll figure it out, but
Dude.
I'm a one man band, but there's only so much I can do in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. You gotta find the
Hey
warehouse.
Jerry, you ever sell return on pallets or stuff like that other than toys?
No, I don't do any return pallets. I do just closeouts and then all right, this was Funko thing was an opportunity buy where I've been doing business with these people for years and I knew they had the merchandise. And when I last talked to them, I was talking with the boss that he's like, "Yeah, we've been holding these on. Like technically this is our inventory, but it's like it's a tricky situation where it's like they don't want the people to buy them to be selling them on Amazon. So I'm like, these will be moved elsewhere, so don't worry about it."
Interesting. I just started working. I mean, I knew of them, but their price point didn't make sense for us because we were only selling on Amazon, and their average starts was like $8-9. Like, damn, bro, that's way more. And back when expensive or average price was around $6.50, lowest tier for Funko.
Oh, these people in Vista.
Yeah, but we're buying from directly from Funko now, for the majority of the lineup. But from then now, like average cost on brand news is like $8 for like the new stuff. But the this is like 3 years ago that we were introduced to them, and their average price is like I said, $8-9 back when like average price was six. I was like, disregarded them for so many years until this year we ran back into them in ASD. When I ran into Levy, I just ran into him. He was with I think he was with. Were you with the V at ASD this year, bro? I don't know who you were with.
No,
But
I was hanging out I was hanging out in between seeing people. But yeah, you saw their table. How they just like they literally didn't even have their setup. They just had a white tablecloth, and they're like, "Yeah, we're just trying to get rid of this merchandise."
yeah, yeah, that's how we found out too, bro. So I was like, oh, why not?
Yeah.
I
No, I
think
mean
Jerry just dropped the
their other
sauce.
setups. They have good Funkos, and I bet they didn't even sell the good shit. They're just moving it to their other location, and then next show, hopefully they have a setup. But I know they get licensing for the trendy items.
Yeah, it's good, man. But yeah, I'm gonna try the return pallets new, but on a different channel. That way I don't mix them. But I'll be trying those return pallets because I mean we've been in the distribution game for quite some time too, but we're just waiting. And I would just use Whatnot as a liquidation form right now on like returns just to give it for a go. But I kind of fell in love with the app. It's I mean it's crazy how much volume we can move
Yeah,
compared
and
to
then those Funkos. Have you checked the Amazon pricing on them? Is there movement, or are you just thinking whatnot just to move a majority?
say that again. You're cut off.
The ones that we got from the same people out in Vista. Are you moving some of those Funkos on Amazon too, or
No, no,
avoiding?
none of them because either they don't have a listing. What's crazy is no, we can't even create listings yet ourselves, but on Funko, but on anything else we can. And then if there is one, I mean the BSR on is dog. I mean it's probably like in the 200 to 300,000s. We have an Amazon exclusive, but it sells for like $6. And after fees, I'm probably making 10 cents, and it's not even worth if I get a return. So everything just goes straight to Whatnot.
All right.
Jerry, I think you dropped the sauce though. The sauce
What sauce?
earlier. You told your people no Amazon, no ecom.
Oh yeah.
That's
Because
the
that one.
sauce. That's the sauce.
Yeah, because I mean they sell me stuff. The knowing I put it on Amazon, but at least the Funko stuff, I think it's more of like a
No, you can go in
complicated
confidence and
situation. I just know
say,
I'm not gonna put it on Amazon. I tell you, even all
yeah,
my people know I can't even sell them on Amazon anymore. So I'm like, yeah, Amazon
yeah.
screwed me over, but I move them through their live sales.
No. They love that
Yeah,
though
not
because it's
now.
an
The only things we
actual
probably sell on
outlet.
Amazon are like replenishable. So we always have our like Procter and Gamble. We'll have our like detergents, body lotions, body sprays. We just do regular household items ever since like this inflation kicked in, and everyone's being a little bit smarter with their money. That's just been our our life support for essentially Amazon. So we don't really go heavy as much on there as anymore at least, but. Yeah, I mean, you, hopefully, I mean, you can get back on Amazon. You need help? I have a lawyer.
I mean, you know how messy the Funko situation is because everyone stumbles upon it in that
Well,
sense.
no, he just doesn't. Don't you just need to reapply for it at this point?
No, I can't. It's just red restricted. I can't even apply.
Or when was the last time you checked though?
I mean, I usually check on the daily. I mean, I could check right now and it'll
Okay.
probably say.
I don't know
Yeah,
because
because
then a lot of
last
times
year it
it just
accounted.
goes back.
Yeah, because Monster High opened up for me. No, yeah, still restricted. And Funko was like 16% of my sales last year.
I don't know.
That sauce.
Finally moving though.
All right, brothers, I'm out.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say.
I'll catch you guys later.
Confused right now. You're at Disney?
I'm gonna head up. Yeah, I'm at Disney, bro.
Bruh.
I just realized. I think
Crazy
Universal,
work.
right?
This is Disneyland. I'm at the monorail right now. I'm about to head into the park real quick.
Get some Funko exclusive.
Yeah. No, we used to buy Funko exclusives from here. I used to have a runner. So I found a person on TaskRabbit. He had an annual pass. So what I would do is I would pay him per piece of the item that they would get me. It would be like lightsabers. It would be like the Funko Pops or whatever merch. So I would buy him per piece. He would get as many as he wants. Pay him on top of whatever he would use. He would use his discount too. But that was from like 2019 to like maybe a year or two ago, and then we just stopped. But yeah, I love Disney. That's why we're over here right now.
That is in fact the shit.
Okay.
Peace.
Yeah. Well, peace, guys. Have a good night. See you every day.